Hi everyone, I'm Arthur Benjamin and welcome again to The Love of Dogs. Farrah White, my co-host, is on vacation today, so Bandit's filling in as the co-host. And Bandit, if you don't look up and talk to people, they're not going to know you're co-hosting. So we're here and we're excited because Maleska Fleetes is here as well. Maleska is from the, I always get your name, is from the Dallas Shelter Commission, and it's so thrilling to have you here because you are one of the top people for animal advocacy in the area, and every time we have you on the show, you have somebody with you who has a message and a mission. And today it's Stella, and Stella has a unique outfit on. What is she doing?
Stella has her swimsuit on. She's ready for Wags and Waves.
Wags and Waves is an event that's coming up in North Richland Hills on September 15th. So just a couple of weeks?
Just
Next week.
Next week.
And you're here with Amy Bissett, who is known as the dog lady of small dogs.
Small dogs, yes.
Also known for her work with DFW Rescue Me.
Yes.
And we also have Stephanie He from NRH2O,
Yes.
which is the Dallas Water Park.
Yes.
North Richland Hills Water Park. Yes. So Bandit says, hi ladies.
Hi, Bandit.
Bandit actually wanted to tell you he got fan mail this week.
Wow.
And on this fan mail, which came courtesy of Susan Blatz, there's a picture. What are you doing? You're excited about your mail. All right, there's a picture, and it's a guy on a psychiatrist's couch, and there's a dog in the psychiatrist's chair, and he's saying, you're okay, buddy. So he tells me I'm okay, buddy, and he wants you to know that you're okay, and that this is a great event that's coming up. Let's start with the background on the Wags and Waves event.
Wags and Waves is a Metroplex Animal Coalition event, which is a coalition of rescue groups in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And several rescue groups have come together and put together this fundraiser at the area water parks this is our 4th year to have done it. And it's the rescue groups are DFW Rescue Me, Cat Matchers, even though there's no cats there, Feral Friends, again, no cats there, they don't like the water, Animal Allies, and who am I forgetting?
Legacy Boxer.
Legacy Boxer, good heavens, can't forget them.
And they share in the benefits of it?
Yes.
So
yes.
it goes to all 4 organizations?
And Metroplex Animal Coalition.
So 5?
Yes.
So, and it's split equally amongst them?
Yes.
Anyone who supports any of those 5 rescue organizations or advocacy in any way, or is a friend of Bandit, should show up and play in the water.
Better believe it.
Now,
better believe it.
do the dogs, the big dogs and the little dogs swim together?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they're not separated?
They're not. We do have available this year a small dog area, but it's not just for little dogs. We will try to keep the bigger dogs out so the little dogs aren't as scared, but everybody can go just about everywhere.
Okay. And what is the general atmosphere with kids and people there?
Well, you know, it's a family event, but I think it's more the furry-legged families that come. But we have, we have all ages, all sizes, dogs, people. You know, it's a great event. I mean, we have lots of fun.
I've seen pictures of the past events. They've been really sort of outrageous in terms of costumes. I mean, here's Stella, and she's wearing her bathing suit, and she's ready. I don't know what she's ready for. This is the trouble with pit bulls. They're so vicious.
So vicious.
And they're so
scary.
amazingly scary, and they're always barking at other dogs and attacking them.
You never know what they're going to do.
It's just, you absolutely have no control over that animal.
I think she might kiss us to death would be the only thing that we'd have to worry about.
So do all of the dogs dress up?
Not all of them. Some are there, it's very serious swimming and chasing tennis balls. Then we have our pet costume contest and our pet trick contest. So there's quite a few come prepared to win those events.
So along with Stella here we have Coco today.
Yes.
And Coco is really the one to fear, Bandit, and she got into it a little earlier. Coco, tell us a little bit about Coco.
Coco is a 6-year-old Chihuahua. She is available for adoption through DFW Rescue Me, and she has been with the group for about 3 months now. She is heartworm positive, so we're currently going through heartworm treatment, but the group will cover all of the medical costs of that.
And heartworm treatment will last for approximately how long? It's just
Probably about 3 more months. Hopefully
it's just
she'll.
antibiotics every day.
Yep, exactly. Once a month, and that's it.
And I guess the real question is, how many other dogs do we have right now available?
Within DFW Rescue Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'd say, I believe we have at least 150 dogs available for adoption right now.
And they're all small or of all sizes?
All shapes, sizes, breeds, you
Great.
name it.
So let's go back to Wags and Waves. What's been raised in the past?
As far as
Money.
Well, you know, I'm not exactly sure of the money because I really try to stay away from that part of it. But I know that all of the different groups really, they have a plan for the money. You know, MAC, of course, with their spay-neuter program, so they're definitely looking forward to have some more money to go into that project to spay-neuter more animals under the Big Fix. So, you know, I'm sorry, I wish I had a better number for you, but I can tell you numbers of people.
What does it cost to come?
I'm sorry, it is per person, it's $20 a person, and that allows that person to bring in two dogs.
And Stephanie, does all of that money go to the event?
It is split. There is a cost for we're just the host, but I mean to have the facility and everything, but majority of it, more than half is going.
Well, you supply they do everything for us, so they should get some of the money.
We'll have staff. I mean,
So
the full park will be in operation.
You provide the entire park.
They have the entire
You have
park,
staff there to take care of everything.
the entire staff.
And a large portion of the proceeds go to the 5 charities. That's
Yes.
incredible.
Yes.
It's truly incredible. And it's a great event for everyone because it brings the community together. People have fun. The dogs have fun. I mean, how many times do dogs get to go swimming? And
Exactly.
do we know how many people we expect?
Well, last year it was a rainy weekend, and so our numbers were down. I believe they were in the 800 for people. The year before we had closer to 1,200 people. So with NRH2O, the park is just, the layout is great. It's a bigger park. It's so much better. It's more centrally located. I really feel like our numbers could skyrocket. Yeah.
Let's go
I think
for
it could be.
2,000.
I
great
really
goal.
think it's going to be 2,000. I mean, it's
So if anybody's watching the program and wants to come, it's in a week. It's Saturday, September 15th.
15th, 10 to 4.
And it starts at
10 a.m.
10 a.m. and it goes for the rest of the afternoon. And you can bring 2 dogs with you per family. Per
Well,
person?
Per person.
So if you have 8 dogs in your family and you bring 4 people, you're safe?
You're good.
You're good.
That's great.
You're
That's
good to go.
terrific.
Yeah.
Do you have inner tubes dog size?
Not dog size, but they can sit in your lap in the inner tube, so
Well,
they
that's
can
great.
enjoy the
So-
river and the wave pool.
Well,
with you.
Bandit's going to be very disappointed because we're here this week and we'll be here the following week and we're not going to be here. But that's why Farrah is on vacation this week. She's coming back and Farrah White will be out at the North Richland Hills Water Park to greet everyone and to play with the dogs and to represent Bandit and myself because we'll be off in Chicago. So
Tickets are available online.
tickets are available online and they're online at?
Wagsandwaves.org.
That's easy.
Easy
So
to get.
that's even easier than going the long way through the coalition. So it's wagsandwaves.org, and you can get tickets for $20 a person online, and you can start buying them right now.
You can buy them right now.
That's great.
Pre-sales gets a free T-shirt. Our cute little Wags and Waves
T-shirt could cost you $20. It's
Absolutely.
free to go.
Absolutely.
Let's switch gears a little bit. You know that love of a dog that you saved, Pappy.
Pappy.
Pappy was the dog we talked about a few weeks ago. It was a black dog with really a Labrador look, a mix. And Pappy was one of those horrible abuse situations where Pappy was found with a glass jar over his head.
It was actually a plastic jug that someone had cut the end out. So fortunately, he was able to get air, but he couldn't eat or drink, or see very well because it was pretty nasty jug. It was, of course, because he'd been wearing it who knows how long.
So, remembering justice and everything that's gone on this year, is animal abuse on the rise?
I can't say, for sure if it is. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I know that the awareness of it is definitely on the rise, thank goodness. There are people now, average people that wouldn't pay attention, I think now are really starting to understand that abuse can happen in so many different ways. I think these horrible ones like Pappy and poor Justice, they're really hitting the news, but I wouldn't say it's on the rise. I think the awareness is,
Amy, you're shaking your head. You agree?
Yes, I think animal abuse happens at every moment of every day. It's just, thanks to the media, it's becoming more noticed, and hopefully it will increase to become harshly punished.
Yeah.
So how's Pappy doing today?
Pappy's good. Pappy's good. He did have his surgery. They had to amputate one toe because of a horrible infection. I mean, it was a horrible infection. Luckily, only the toe. And he has been recovering for the last, I guess now it's been 2 weeks. But yesterday he went to his foster home. So he's doing great. He's really.
And his foster home is a home that you approved, and it's
that
is a family.
Animal Allies of Texas. It's they are the group that took him into the rescue. So yes, it is one that they have approved, and of course everybody's keeping a close eye on him. So that's probably one of the best foster homes he could get in.
Is there anything we can do, the audience, can do to stem animal abuse or to report animal abuse when we see it?
Absolutely. Be aware of these animals running down the street. I mean, they said that Pappy had that jug on his head for at least a week, and nobody in the neighborhood did anything about it. For the Dallas area, you call 311 and you report it. Don't let them saying it may be 24 hours before they come out, slow you down. They will come. Tell them what the situation is. Call your local rescue groups. Put it on Facebook. There are a ton of us out there. Amy and I know you call us, there's a dog in need, we will jump in our car and we will head out. And there's lots of people out there that will.
Before we go, is there anything new at the Dallas Animal Shelter Commission?
Yes, they are running lots of adoptions specials. And I did hear through the grapevine this last week, for 3 days in a row, they had over 20 adoptions, or right at 20 adoptions. That's outstanding. How many dogs have a new home now? How many more that come into the shelter are not going to be euthanized because there's room for them? So if people please go to your city shelter in any city and adopt.
Again, the 4th annual Wags and Waves event is at NRH 20 next Saturday. It's in a water park. It's family oriented. There's great things to do, and it's only $20 a person, and you get a free T-shirt. And the Metroplex Animal Coalition is a website you can find it on, but you also can go directly to wags and waves.org, and you can get more information that way. Okay, we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to the Love of Dogs. We're back with Maleska, Amy, and Stephanie, and we're talking about a number of topics today, but one of the things that I'd like to talk about, given how Stella is just laying there looking beautiful, is that in the last segment we neglected to say that Stella's adoptable.
Yes, she is. Stella is available also through DFW Rescue Me. I've had her since October. She's about 1.5 years old, so she is full grown at just under 30 pounds.
That's incredible. So if you've ever wanted a solid, complacent
Well, no. She likes tennis balls.
tennis balls.
She thinks she's
But-
a lab.
But she's been with Bandit and no aggressive tendencies
Not
at
at all.
all. She's very calm. She's lovable. And she listens to you. It's amazing the control that you have of her. She's very well trained. And she's available through DFW Rescue Me, and she's available right now.
Right now.
No applications at the moment.
No applications at the moment.
So if you're out there and you're in love with Stella, please go to the website and get in touch with DFW Rescue Me. Speaking of DFW Rescue Me, and speaking of the Dallas Animal Shelter Commission, and speaking of the fact that everywhere I go, I hear your name regarding animals, how do you wear so many hats?
Well, I probably because I'll talk to anybody about anything and ask anybody to do anything, and I know a lot of people over the years, and I ask questions, so I see the different needs, and maybe I don't know how to tell people no, so when they ask me to be a part of something, I'll jump right in. But I enjoy it. These animals need our help. They need our help in so many different ways, whether it's helping with the animal shelter to make sure that the city council provides them with what they need, or chasing dogs like poor Pappy down the street. I mean, we all, as a society, we need to pull together and do it.
Now, I've heard rumor that you have this huge salary on the Animal Commission.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I get free parking at City Hall.
Well, that's really
That's it.
exciting. I mean, I try to avoid going to City Hall, so, but it's really amazing that one human being can do as much as you do, and from American Dog Rescue and from Fur White myself, thank you.
You're welcome. But there's a bunch of us out there.
I know.
There's a bunch of. I think y'all just remember my name because it's different.
Well, that's
There's a bunch of us out there.
well, that's true. But Amy's name isn't different, and I do remember Amy, and I do remember how I met DFW Rescue Me the first time at the Christmas display at Neiman's downtown. But I hear that you're going to have another opportunity. We have the State Fair starting.
Yes.
And while dogs are not welcome, so to speak, at the State Fair, it's not a dog-friendly event, there is a huge part of it called Bark at Fair Park, which is a dog adoption that you share with Dallas Animal Services. Could you tell us about that?
That's correct. We've partnered with the Dallas Animal Shelter so that they're there during the day. They are there when the fair opens, and then we come in and take over in the evenings, and we're there till close. Every day that the fair is open, we're there trying to get dogs into their forever homes.
And so they have their dogs there during the day, and you have your dogs there at night?
Correct.
And so there are different dogs day and night. So
Yes,
if you
every day.
you want a selection, you can go during the day and look at the dogs that are there. You can come back at night and look at completely different dogs. And you do an amazing job. I understand last year there were over 200 dogs adopted.
That's correct.
So what can people expect to see? All sizes and range of dogs?
Yes, Coco will be there if she hasn't found her forever home yet. We've got every kind of dog that you can imagine, from puppies to older dogs. It's a huge, huge tent this year. We're right behind the Centennial Building, so we're easy to find. And you can come meet some dogs. We have a kissing booth, so for $1 you can get a dog kiss. And it's just a huge turnout. People just seem to flock to the booth.
So if I give you $10, can I designate people to go down and have to get a dog kiss? You know, I have some friends that don't like to get dog kisses.
I could arrange that
All right,
for
we'll do
you.
a prepay at the end of the show. So, but Coco's going to find a home. Coco's going to find a home tonight on the show. Coco's 6 years old,
Yes,
and Coco is a Chihuahua,
she's a Chihuahua.
and she's a sleeping Chihuahua at the moment.
She's very lazy. She's content on anybody's lap. She loves her little walks, but she also wants to just cuddle and give kisses.
So she's a lap dog.
Yes, absolutely.
And you call Stella a pocket
Pocket
pit
pit.
mix. So she is just, they're both adorable dogs, and they're both very adoptable, and both can be had through DFW Rescue Me. So Bark at Fair Park coming up starting,
September 28th, the first day of the fair.
so about 2 weeks after the big event at NRH 20, and that's the Wags and Waves we talked about in the last segment with Stephanie. Stephanie, tickets are on sale again right now.
Yes.
Anybody watching can go to
Buy your ticket now online.
can go to Wags and Waves.
wagsandwaves.org and $20 and a nice t-shirt.
Well, and we would expect 200 people to do that instantly, but we'd expect 2,000 people, kids, families, dogs, playing in the water. I'm thinking about coming back from Chicago. This sounds like fun.
It's worth it.
Well, Farrah will definitely be there. People who want to meet Farrah White and say hi, she'll be there. Probably bring her dogs, Blackie and Whitey, and they've been on the show before. And American Dog Rescue is one of the sponsors of Wags and Waves this year, and
That's
we're happy to
correct.
do it, and really proud to be part of it.
Well, we appreciate it very much. We couldn't do it without you.
Well, that's an interesting thing. We can't do anything for the animals without everybody who watches our show, who goes down to their local shelter, who dials 311 if they see animal abuse, who donates money to any of these organizations or American Dog Rescue, because it all finds its way to the dogs, which is what, dogs and cats really, which is what we want. And Bandit heard money, he's getting excited. It's food and money that get him excited. So I really want to thank the three of you for being here today, and want to encourage people to come out on September 15th, next Saturday. And it's going to be a beautiful day. We talked to the weatherman. He says this Saturday is going to be beautiful, next Saturday is going to be beautiful, and to show up at the State Fair for Bark at Fair Park. Thanks again for being with us, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Welcome back to The Love of Dogs. Bandit and I are here to talk to you about something very serious now. The Gulf Coast experienced another weather event when Hurricane Isaac hit Louisiana and Mississippi in the last few weeks. Much like Hurricane Katrina, which started American Dog Rescue, there were many rescue organizations that went down to help the abandoned and lost dogs and cats in Louisiana and Mississippi. One of those is the Humane Society of the United States, HSUS. They've reported at least 200 dogs and cats from Jefferson Parish and Macomb animal shelters that were transported to other emergency shelters. The Humane Society of Charlotte and the Montgomery Humane Society is helping to provide temporary housing for some of the rescued animals. I wanted to talk a little bit about HSUS and their work, because some of you know I serve on their National Council, and I'm an advisor to their Equine Council, and they are down there with the rescue team which does amazing jobs when it comes to these national disasters, along with other organizations like Animal Rescue Corps, all of which American Dog Rescue supports. But HSUS is having two events, one coming up in San Francisco on the 29th of September, and another in New York City on November 2nd, which are called To the Rescue. And those events are to support their rescue team and anyone who happens to be in the San Francisco area on the 29th of September, or in New York for an event at Cipriani's Restaurant, which is probably one of the largest dog rescue fundraisers of the year. And I'll be there, and Bandit will be there. Should join HSUS, and you can get information on helping them find permanent homes for the lost dogs and cats of Hurricane Isaac, or for those events at www.humanesociety.org, the HSUS website. Time's running out to enter our new rescue competition. It's called, other side, he says. It's called America's Best Tales. And Bandit would like to think he has one of America's best tales, but if you have an amazing dog story, we want to hear from you. Each week, we're going to listen to 3 amazing rescue stories where a dog helped a person or a person has helped a dog. And we're going to vote on the one that touched us. That's Farah, myself, and Bandit's got a vote too, us most. Each of those contestants will win a prize. That's every one of the stories that are chosen, 3 each week for 10 weeks. Will win a prize for the organization that sponsored them. It's a chance for you to give back to the organizations that have helped you by entering your story, and our deadline to enter is September 15th. So if you want to learn more, email us at submissions@fortheloveofdogstv.com, and we'll give you all the details. Or talk to your favorite rescue organization about sponsoring you and submitting it through the organization. We want to thank Maleska Fleetes, Amy Bissett, and Stephanie He with Wags for Waves for being our guests today. And remember, you can always find out more about For the Love of Dogs at our website, AmericanDogRescue.org. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. And on behalf of Farah White, Arthur Benjamin, and Bandit, I want to thank you for watching today, and we're going to see you next time. And don't forget, go to Wags to Waves, September 15th at the NRH20 Water Park.